I'm holding together.
So you got to have a rock star come and crown a rock star, and this next speaker is a gangster rock star. Over 20 million albums, 7 Grammys, stadium tour. I mean, the guy is a machine. And the great thing is I'm going to be hitting Tom up to hit Sammy up to hit John up to get some tickets for the residency at the Sphere. But ladies and gentlemen, the one and only John Mayer.
This is going to be fun. Oh, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. I don't drink anymore, but to get in the mood, it wasn't tequila, but I did slam a Celsius and listen to 5150 on the way here, so I am in the mood. I'm also going to do something for the first time publicly in my life. Reading glasses. Good afternoon. It is an honor to be here with you today. As you can see, I'm a Van Halen fan, but I'm an even bigger Sammy Hagar fan. I first met Sammy in 2015 during rehearsals for the Dead and Company tour. Sammy's studio is down the street from Bob Weir's, who is in the Dead, and so he and Bob were already good friends. I remember the first day we met when Sammy came to visit the rehearsal. During a break, I sat down at the piano and started playing Dreams from the 5150 album, and Sammy sat down next to me, started singing the tune along with me. It's the first time we'd ever met. It was one of the most unforgettable moments of my life. From there, we were off and running as friends. I think Sammy understood my nervousness about joining an already established legendary rock band, and he was incredibly supportive of me. It's not easy stepping into a position that the audience isn't quite ready to accept, and Sammy knew that, and he gave me great comfort in his instant friendship, his kindness, and by letting me drive his Lotus Esprit around the neighborhood alone, without even thinking twice about it. Sammy shares his toys. Sammy was already a hugely successful artist in his own right when he was asked to be the frontman of Van Halen. He certainly didn't have to join another band to continue making hit records. I think the reason he took them up on the offer was for the same reason he does anything, because it sounded like fun. Sammy is driven by having fun. Sammy has the kind of fun that we only dream about letting ourselves have. If only we could get out of our own way and simply enjoy the fact that we're alive and on this planet for a relative blink of an eye. To borrow a line from Spinal Tap, I believe Sammy, his credo is, have a good time all the time.
Pretty much.
Deep cut. It's a deep cut, I understand. The clapping is relative to how deep the cut is. Sammy had a hit in 1982 with the song There's Only One Way to Rock. And while I'm not one to dive into a deep contextual analysis of rock and roll lyrics, I'd like to debate this idea for a moment. There is more than one way to rock, but there's only one way to rock if you want to touch millions of people's lives for decades, and that is with the spirit of love. And that's Sammy's way to rock. Just look at the titles of some of the songs he wrote with Van Halen. Love Walks In, When It's Love, Can't Stop Loving You. Even when he sings about pound cake, a thinly veiled reference to carnal desire, he sings, I still love my baby's pound cake.
You're killing me. You're fucking...
Even when he's being a horn dog, he's still monogamous. He loves the baking of one special woman and wants the world to know it. It's the original 5-star Yelp review. After his time with Van Halen came to an end, when most of us would have looked at the laundry list of career achievements and decided to rest on those laurels, Sammy kept playing because it still sounded like fun. He started bands like Chickenfoot and The Circle, playing and singing with the same fire and passion he has always had for music, for fellowship, and for bringing the power and spirit of rock and roll to live audiences night after night. Contrary to popular belief, by the way, Sammy doesn't party. He celebrates. He celebrates being alive, celebrates his friends, their talents, and their accomplishments. And he celebrates that celebration itself is a thing. Have a good time all the time. Sammy was one of the first celebrities to launch a tequila brand, not originally with building an empire in mind. This was long before the days of celebs clamoring to start brands in hopes of selling it in exchange for a huge payday. Not Sammy. He started making tequila because he truly loves tequila. His drive to turn his love into a world-renowned multi-million-dollar brand sounded like fun. In a world that promotes ruthless hustling and cold analytics, Sammy Hagar proves that living your life with generosity, curiosity, and kindness pays off in every way imaginable. Sammy Hagar is the dude from The Big Lebowski. If the dude had a tireless work ethic, sang like a god, and drank Santo tequila instead of White Russians. Shout out Santo, new brand. I have a feeling this one wasn't just about fun. I get it. They actually, he and the dude do dress the same without the bathrobe, but it's a good look. Sammy and I text fairly often, and I keep up with his adventures on Instagram. And every time I think of him, a thought comes to mind that I'd like to share with you today. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, Sammy Hagar is having way more fun than you. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor, my friend. I love you.
I knew you would do it.
Congrats, man.
Do I go up now? Do I go up?
I love that guy.